and we did Music of My Life with Alan Williams, lead singer of the Rubettes, and he's on the line now. How are you, Alan?
I'm good, James. How are you, mate?
I'm fine. Where do we find you? Where are you? You're in Australia, right?
I'm in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast.
And is it very sunshiny? Is it nice out there?
It certainly is. It's about 30 degrees today, and we're looking forward to Christmas. Well, yeah, reservedly, I would say, looking forward to Christmas. But yeah, we're very fortunate compared to a lot of the world. You know, we don't have strict lockdowns and things, but we're still very cautious, and you know, the government's still very playing the game. We're all playing the game as we should.
Absolutely, absolutely. So back in April, we played the Music of My Life, and I think you picked out 10 tracks of your favourites through the years, and talked us through some of those great experiences, musical experiences that you had, particularly in the 70s and 80s, and some of the great things that you did, and some of those great tracks that the Rubettes put out, from Sugar Baby Love through all of the rest through the years. And you know, you've continued to tour all through the last couple of decades, haven't you? And had a great career going round the world with the Rubettes. And I guess it's a pause at the moment, but you were doing loads of gigs, weren't you?
We were, and we are still continuing touring. You know, for our pains these days. But like everyone else, it's been put on hold. We were hoping to get back touring next year. 21. A lot of the shows that I had this year have been postponed to then, and even into 22. You know, because we just don't know what's ahead of us. We're hoping, like everyone else, is that we can get back. Because I mainly work in Europe. I tour Australia as well, but so I was coming back from Australia like 5 or 6 times a year. But of course now I'm just waiting, like everyone else, for the break, and we can get to normality, you know. So yeah, we got gigs lined up already.
And the Rubettes were particularly big, I think, in France and on the continent. I mean, obviously in the UK, but particularly also in France, right? Oh
yes, most of our touring is done in Europe these days, and UK. So yeah, we're particularly big, and even now we're still sort of fairly well known. When I say fairly well, we hopefully people still know us in certain lots of territories. But I mean, more so there because we had quite a few more hits there.
Remind us again of some of those great hits that you had. I had some. I loved some of your songs.
Yeah, of course, all the staple ones, which I think you've got Jukebox Jive, Tonight, I Can Do It, Folio D.
I Can Do It. I loved I Can Do It. I don't know why. That was one of my favourites. It was those harmonies at the beginning, right? I think. Yeah,
we're very much a harmony band. We were sort of that trademark, so to speak. So even when we changed into rock and roll proper, you know, with I Can Do It, Jukebox Jive, we kept the harmonies, so that was people would know who it is. And in France we had you asked about that. We had particular songs that were particular to France because they're a very insular country. They've got their own likes and dislikes, and they've got lots of their own artists. So we had to sort of funnel it to a French market, which we did. We had Ooh La La, Hey, Ooh La La, Alley Oop, and
Alley Oop,
Julia, Alley Oop. You're my cup of tea, my bowl of soup. I mean, I ask you, we could deliver that in France, but hey.
Is that your franglais, is it then, Alan?
Je parle français, un petit peu.
I mean, but did the French audiences require that you do a lot of chat and singing in French, or?
Yeah, well, I actually recorded an album completely in French a few years ago, a solo album. Bienvenue en France, it's called. And I lived in France for quite a long time. I've got an affinity with France, and I've got a smattering of the language. And I do sort of have a little chat on stage as well. So it's nice to communicate in their language as well from time to time. Very badly, I might add.
I'm sure it's better. I'm sure it's better than mine.
Wrong, which they love. They tend to love when you get it wrong. At least you give it a try. So anyone visiting France in the future, when you go there, just give the language a little try, and they love that, and they'll help you as much as they can.
Now you've continued to write and record and do lots of musical things over the last few years, as well as touring, haven't you? And I know today we're going to talk about this your Christmas efforts, and this is a re-release of a song that came out a little while ago. But tell us about this song and why you've chosen to put it out again.
Well, it came out on an album, and Rubett's. We made an album under a pseudonym of Santa and his Christmas crackers.
Okay.
There was no reference to the band or anything on it. He did quite well, and we just did what we did. We wrote some re-lyricked some famous songs. For instance, Kung Fu Fighting's on there.
Oh, the Carl Douglas song, right?
I got permission from Carl. He's a good friend of mine.
Right.
In the 70s, and I said, "Hey, can I do that?" Right. I showed him the lyric. Wrote the lyric, and it's now called Christmas Shopping.
Christmas shopping.
Everybody was Christmas shopping. And things like that, and we did a Plastic Christmas, which Plastic Bertram's Sans Plan Pour Moi.
Sans Plan Pour Moi. How did you do that? What was the lyric on that Sans Plan Pour Moi?
That's happy holiday, no more working, gonna play, we're gonna sing, and that's a fun romance, and drink a lot of beer down here all around. When all around. Happy Louis. Party time. Woo! Merry Christmas, everyone. And it goes on like that. But we had some good fun doing it. And there's some classic songs on there as well. But coming to this song, there was a few original songs. And there was this particular song, and it's called Another Christmas. And it wasn't your typical jolly dancing and singing and everyone happy kind of song. It was a song. When I looked at the lyric again, I sort of I like to put things on Facebook, especially in these times. And so we thought, everyone's putting out a Christmas record, of course. But, all those Christmas songs didn't seem appropriate in what's happening at the moment. People are not having fun and partying and that. And it's not a downer. It's a song of optimism and hope for the new year. And it actually says, in the line, it says, a new year has just begun. Let's hope it's better than the last one. So much better. And I thought, it could have been. It's almost written for this time, And we did a little video of it, which can be seen on YouTube. I know people can't see it here, but so if you want to, just the Rubett's Another Christmas, and it's quite. And there's a funny little story behind the video, because my band obviously is in the UK. I'm in Australia, and they sent their parts, and it's sort of mixed in. They did it, right, playing in their rooms. But I'm sitting in my daughter's garden here on the Sunshine Coast, and you'll see, I'm wrapped up in. I try to create a Christmas atmosphere. There's candles, and I'm wrapped up tightly with a hat and scarves and gloves, and there's a fire in the fire pit.
What's the temperature, by the way? What's the temperature?
It was 30 degrees. It was about 31 degrees. Sitting there trying to look.
And you look like you're in the Arctic there, don't you? With it.
No, and it's got all Christmas lights and things, and I think it's got a great little atmosphere. But I think it's a great reaction, and I think your listeners, if they listen to it, it gives them comfort for the what's to come, And as I say, it's an uplifting lyric for, hey, we're all in this together. The new year's going to be so much better than the last one, And that's the message of it.
Yeah, a message of optimism, which we like.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, we will have a listen. It's Santa and his Christmas Crackers, Alan Williams and the Rubettes under a pseudonym, and the song is Another Christmas. Alan, thanks very much for joining us on Morning Brew this morning.
Thank you, James. Enjoy.
All right, here we go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Another Christmas, and I'm missing you more than the one before. Another Christmas, and I know you won't be knocking at my door. Those Christmas bells are ringing, a choir of angels singing, peace and love to everyone. Children with their laughter, happy ever after. A new year has just begun. Let's hope it's better than the last one. So much better. Oh yeah. Another Christmas and I feel blue. Can't wait to hold you. Another Christmas, and I know it won't be long till both our hopes and dreams are one. Those Christmas bells are ringing, a choir of angels singing, peace and love to everyone. Children with their laughter, happy ever after. A new year has just begun. Let's hope it's better than the last one. So much better. Oh yeah. A light from up above shining down on me, as if to show me the way. If you got love to give, always keep it in your heart. You never know when you may need to say I love you. A new year has just begun, and it's so much better than the last one.
So there is Santa and his Christmas crackers, aka Alan Williams and the Rubettes. Great Christmas song. It's called Another Christmas.